Hello, you beautiful soul. It feels so good to be back here with you on YouTube. Over the last 6 months, me and my family have been going through a lot of challenges, but we're kind of coming out of that season now, and I'm ready to get back into it. So let's get into today's video. I know that as you are preparing to explant, especially like the week before your explant, if you're anything like me, at least, your mind is just scattered. You're like, okay, do I have everything I need? Is everything in order? Do I have everything for the house? Are all the things scheduled? And so we're going to go over that today so that you can just come back to this video and go down the list and make sure that you have everything as you're preparing for your explant. And then I'm also going to share some things to have or do the week after your explant, which is typically a time when you can feel really tired, really excited, but nonetheless, like your body is doing a ton of healing and detoxing and repairing during that first week. So we're going to get into that list of things to do the week after your explant so that you have like a 2-week checklist of things to do and avoid and have right around your explant surgery time. So let's get into it. This list is in no particular order, but I do highly recommend that you hit pause and maybe grab like a pen or a paper or something for you to have so that you can jot some of this stuff down. All right, so the first thing that I have on the list is now would be a good time to take pictures of yourself. This is something that I really wished I would have done leading up to my explant surgery, but I didn't think that I would be sharing my journey with breast implant illness and going through an explant as much as I am. So I really wish that I would have had things documented, like with photos and stuff like that. I know a lot of women take photos of their eyes and of their rashes and like how big their breasts were, and then they have photos to share after their explant of their hair looking better, their eyes looking whiter, all the things. So if you feel like you're going to share your journey with others online, or even if you would just like to have this documented for yourself so that one day you can look back and be like, oh my God, look at all that I went through and overcame. I would highly recommend taking photos of maybe like your rashes or visible things that you have been struggling with, but then also in some clothes and some bathing suits so that after your explant, you can try them on and just see how much better they fit. The week before your explant surgery, you'll also want to make sure that whatever your explant surgeon prescribed you, that you get filled. You have on hand, even if you don't plan to use it. It's just always nice to just have that with you just in case you get nauseous or just in case you have a ton of pain. And something else is to stock up on your supplements. So make sure you have your vitamin C, your magnesium, your probiotics, like all of your health and healing supplements have on hand so that you're not having to scramble or send your husband out to get them the week of your explant surgery. You'll also want to make sure that all your reservations are like set in stone. So if you are traveling, your flight is made, your hotel is made, your rental car is made, like all the reservations that you made are like finalized and set in stone, because the last thing you would want to do as you are like flying somewhere else or traveling to a different state or even county is like to have to scramble because something fell through. So definitely take some time, look through all those reservations and just make sure all the dates and all the times are correct so that when you get there, you just have peace of mind and you can relax as you prepare for your explant surgery. And if you are staying local and you're going to be home after your explant surgery, something I highly recommend doing is cleaning your house before your explant surgery. So there's nothing like coming home to just like a clean, organized house after your explant surgery because for me, I'm the one that cleans the house. And so the last thing that I want to be thinking about when I get home from my explant surgery is, oh, I got to vacuum. Oh, this is dusty. I got to do the dishes. Like the laundry's piling up. So it also is really good because it'll keep your mind off of things as you are, preparing for your explant surgery and as your date is approaching. Because I know for myself, every day that got closer to my explant, like my anxiety was like through the roof. So cleaning will also help you to keep your mind active and distract you from what is about to come. A few days before your explant surgery, I would recommend like cooking off all of your proteins, prepping some vegetables, like stocking up on all your faves for the house so that when you come home from your explant surgery, like everything is just cooked off and either you or whoever's taking care of you can just go in the fridge and like put stuff into a bowl or just warm things up in the oven or the microwave, and they don't really have to do too much heavy lifting, literally and figuratively. So a few days before your explant, just go shopping, get everything that you need and everything that you love, and have it on hand. And there are some explant surgery like essentials that I recommend. I do have them all in here in the BII Bridge program, but I do also have a video here on YouTube about post-explant surgery essentials that I will link down below so that you can kind of go through that video after you go through this video to kind of see some essentials like bras, comfy clothes, certain supplements like arnica, just some things to consider having on hand to make the recovery process just like a little easier and better. Now, if you're into the mind-body connection and visualization and manifestation, something I highly, highly, highly recommend doing as you are preparing for your explant is to visualize your perfect explant surgery. So I have a whole visualization session on this channel as well. I will link it down below. But what you'll want to do is, I like to do it before bed because that's when our subconscious mind is just at its best to take in certain images and suggestions to help us manifest and visualize things faster into our life. But you'll want to sit and literally go through waking up in the morning from your explant and like, how do you want to feel? So I feel bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, and I get to my explant surgery on time. My explant surgeon is just full of energy and completely focused and ready to do my explant safely and properly. I get in there and I feel great and everything goes perfectly to plan. There were no hiccups. It only took 3 hours and this and that, but you're going to get really specific on how you want your explant surgery to look and feel. I did this for my own explant, and I'm not even joking, like everything that I visualized was down to a T, down to like the time that it took to do my explant. So if you aren't familiar with visualization, I'll share the explant surgery visualization meditation audio that I have on this channel down below, and you can just listen to that every night and of course modify it as you see fit. And for those of you that have kids and maybe aren't married or don't have child support help after your explant, I would confirm with your babysitter or who's ever going to be watching your kids just for like a day or two that they're going to be able to show up for you, because the last thing that you really need or want, especially if you have like little kids, is having to focus on your healing and being so tired and being in pain and all of that. And also like having to also take care of your kids, which you were hoping the babysitter would take care of. So double confirm with your babysitter that the dates and the times and everything is scheduled and up to date so that you can just really focus on yourself after explant surgery. Which brings me into leaning on your support system, like before and after your explant surgery, just having those close friends and family members that you can talk to, confide in, share your big emotions and your worries, and just help you feel a little bit more calm and confident after your explant surgery. If you are not a part of my Facebook group yet, my Facebook group is called Breast Implant Illness, Rejuvenation, and Education with Christina. I will link it down below. It is the best Facebook group on Facebook that helps women who have breast implant illness, who are preparing for or recovering from their explant surgery, just get the support, the guidance, and the love that they need during this very scary time. And lastly, the night before your explant surgery, I would just put out all the clothes that you're going to wear for the next day, get everything in order, maybe put your supplements and your medications next to the couch that you're going to be sitting on the next day after your explant surgery, and just get everything in your house organized in a way to where when you come home from your explant surgery, like everything is where it needs to be and you don't really have to do too much. And I would also try to get to bed at a really good time because like you might be tossing and turning the night before your explant surgery. Now, most of the stuff that I just talked about right now, I have in this free 18-step Explant checklist. I will link it down below, but it will show you what you need from week 1 before your Explant to week 4 after your Explant. Completely free, but basically everything that I just went over is in this guide. So that covers what to do the week before your Explant surgery. So now let's get into what to do the week of your Explant surgery. First and foremost is after your Explant surgery, I highly recommend you rest as much as you can. Your body just went through a major surgery, and healing and repairing and detox requires a ton of energy, and you're going to conserve that energy by resting. You're also going to get that energy through eating and staying hydrated. So definitely make sure that while you are resting, you are staying hydrated and you are eating as much as you can. As the days go on, you'll want to be patient with your body and speak kindly to your body, because your body is going through so much after your Explant surgery, and it's healing as fast as it can. The week of your Explant surgery, you'll also want to take everything that your surgeon recommended. If you don't feel like you need it, obviously, that's up to you. But if your surgeon recommended to do something or avoid something, always follow your Explant surgeon's recommendations, even if they go against what I am saying. After your Explant, you'll want to stay on top of your supplements. So your vitamin C, your probiotics, your magnesium, your vitamin D, anything else that you are taking to help your body heal and be healthy. And your Explant surgeon says it's okay to take those after your Explant surgery. Stay on top of those supplements because they are going to help support you during this process. Now, your Explant surgeon should tell you this, but after your Explant surgery, probably for at least like a month. My surgery was like 6 years ago, so I'm like having a hard time remembering how long things were supposed to be for. But I would say definitely for like the first month after your Explant surgery, you'll want to walk a few times a day for 5 to 10 minutes. And what this does is it helps to prevent blood clots. You don't really want to be laying around all day and not moving much. You definitely want to get up and get things going. You don't want to move your arms though, or lift them up ahead, or like pick anything up from the ground and lift up. Try to keep your arms as close to your body as you can, but definitely walking around 5-10 minutes a day, a few times a day, is going to help to prevent those blood clots. This would also be the time to self-care to the max, and whatever that looks like to you. Could be laying around reading a book, watching Netflix, having somebody paint your nails, you paint your nails, putting on something really cute, like literally whatever makes you feel pretty and feel happy, which is my definition of self-care. Do that. Some surgeons recommend drains and put drains in, and some surgeons don't do drains. But if you do have drains, definitely take care of those drains, and your surgeon should have told you how to do that. But you'll definitely want to make sure that you're draining them and emptying them. If one drain is like fuller than the other, that's perfectly normal. Yes, we have 2 breasts, but each breast is like technically its own part. So one breast might get more swollen and tender than the other, and that's perfectly okay. After your Explant surgery, I highly, highly recommend to up your protein intake. And I recommend anywhere from 1 to 1.2 grams of protein per pound that you weigh. Now you can take that total amount and then divide it up into like 3 to 6 meals. So, anywhere from like 20 to 40 grams of protein per each meal. But the reason why you want to increase your protein is because it has been shown to help with healing of the muscle and repairing of the muscle after surgery. And just like I mentioned visualization before your Explant, I highly recommend doing visualization after your Explant. So visualize your body healed. Visualize your scars just looking beautiful and like nearly invisible. Visualize yourself happy and healthy and energetic and doing all the things that you really, really want to do that you haven't been able to do because you were so sick. But take some time during your day as you're sitting there resting and just visualize a strong, healthy body and all the things that you're wanting to do now that you are on the other side of Explant. And if you are liking this video so far, please consider consider liking the video, subscribing, and sharing it with anyone or in any group that you feel called to. It's so appreciated. And a few more things you'll want to do after your explant is, of course, continue leaning on your support system. Go into my Facebook group, ask all the questions you want in there. You're going to receive so much support and love. Sit back, read some good books. I also have this guide here. I just explanted. Now what? This goes over step by step what to do through the first 6 weeks after your explant. I will put the link down to this down below in the description, but like everything that you need and will be in this guide, but I recommend printing it out, having it on you, reading it, and going through it, because it's gonna give you so much peace of mind and clarity to know like you're doing everything perfectly after your explant surgery. And that's it. So I hope that this video will help you. If you want to just download these guides, I have this guide, and then I do have Discovering Breast Implant Illness, What Now, which is the preparation guide for explanting. It'll go over all of your explant surgery consultation questions to ask your surgeon, what to do pre-op, like step by step in an orderly fashion in these guides. And your support is definitely greatly appreciated. And anything that you want to see in upcoming videos, let me know. I am always open to hearing about what you want to know more about, or any way that I can help you with preparing for or recovering from your explant surgery with confidence. My name's Christina, and I'm the founder of Size Happy, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.